A very, very warm welcome back to Stone Valley for episode 40 with me, MrSealyp. Right then, 2 days have passed since I planted the corn. The extra chicken pen, which is around the back here, is producing just as well as the other two, which is fantastic. Remember these pallets, the reusable ones, are quite Hitman pallets. The wool ones hold 2,250 litres rather than the usual 1,000, so I've got quite a few there. The egg pallets hold 4,800 litres each. I've got 4 of those and 3/4 of a pallet just over there. The prices aren't so great at the moment, so I'm leaving them undercover. I don't need to be undercover, but I'm going to store them away until the price comes back up. I may have to buy some more of the empty pallets because I think I've run out of all the spares I've got, and I've got one at each of the points. So we are ready to harvest. All of my animals are mucked out. The cows just need to reboot and they've been cleaned out. I'm sitting on over 200,000 litres of manure at the moment. I'm pretty sure slurry is way up there as well. For the cows, we're looking at 117,948 of slurry for the ashes. 123,000. I don't think I've ever had that much slurry on hand. And like I say, that 21,000 litres of manure I've just moved over into the other one, so yeah, 221,000 litres of manure on hand as well. And then the cleanliness will sort itself out. So, it's time. It's just gone 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time I get over, it's going to be about 1:15, and we are going to start. Now, I have leased one piece of machinery. I'm using the trailers I've already got. I may well lease another one. And I'm definitely going to lease a big old... Well, I'm going to lease the bulldozer because I was told that that really compacts well. Obviously, until the bunker silo's full or I've got more in it, there's no point in getting it yet, but I will be leasing it. It's expensive to lease, but it doesn't matter. I've got a load of money, and I know that what I'm going to get in these bunker silos, when it turns to silage, when it's fermented, we're going to have a lot of money on hand. So it doesn't matter. I really don't mind. And this is going out with a bang. This is going to be absolutely huge. So bear with me a minute. And here it is. We have got the Krona Big X 1180. This is the tracked modded version. We've got the X Collect 900-3 header, so that's a 9-metre header. The Flegel dolly fits on the back of this, no problem at all. Now, I want to say thank you to Darren, who sent me some pictures of his setup when he did his silage harvesting. I like the idea of it. It was under trailers using... I think I used it on Washoe. Did I go past it? Yeah. The field liner HTS. Now that's 55,000 litres, does your forage crops, and that's the one that raises up so it can unload into high-sided trailers. I'm sure I used that on Washoe. And it's great, and it works brilliantly. It does mean you don't have to keep disconnecting and that kind of thing. It unloads fairly quickly, and I really appreciate you sending me the pictures, Darren, showing me the setup and the suggestion. I'm going to go with this because it's 70,000 litres rather than 55. Realistic or not, it's what I'm going for. I've got my other one there, and I will be swapping them out. So it will just be a case of, on the harvester, disconnecting from the dolly, swapping over trailers, and away I go. Once I get into a rhythm, I can get that fairly quickly. And like I say, I'm going to have a go with one. Obviously, to fill up the first one, it's going to take a little bit longer. Actually, what I'm going to do, I think, is we'll do this one first. We'll go across and get a headland in. So let's get the header open. I do like the tracked one of these. I saw one of these Agritechnica with the tracks, and it was, oh wow, it looked absolutely fantastic. Love it. Right, that head doesn't have to move about. It's the modded one that goes with this, but I suppose it's to give that movement over the ground. Oh, pipe. I went for the extended pipe as well. This will hold. This will hold. It won't hold anything. What was the length of the pipe? I can't remember now. Right. Oh, this is terrifying. So at 8:21 I begin. On regular time. Oh, that shifts. What is going on? Huh? Is that modded header supposed to go that fast? What is happening? Is this something I was unaware of? Hang on a minute. It says 6 miles an hour. Why is that running so fast? That's weird. Cool, you know what? It might actually work out better me doing it myself. If I hire a worker now... Oh yeah, of course the cab goes up. I forgot about that. You'll run at 6. Is that why? Did I not have... Oh, that's bonkers. I forgot about that. That looks amazing. So we'll run at 6 if I leave a worker, which I'll have to do in between loads. But I guess if I get back to it and it's not completely full... That was interesting. I wonder why I did that. Do I lift the cab up myself then? Oh, hang on. Ah! Oh, has this got the harvest? Did I not even see that? Has this got that harvest? The thing I was talking about I couldn't get to work. Yeah, tool height control. So that's why. I didn't even notice that. I was only saying on my 6 Ashes video I haven't been able to get the tool height control thing to work, and that's why. Thank you to everyone that commented about that as well on the 6 Ashes video, to say that you need the headers that say tool height control, which I thought I had. I could have sworn I'd tried it, but apparently I haven't. That's bonkers. Actually, you know what I could do? Just turn it back on. I might as well just go straight across. Just run right across. Now, obviously, for this first load, yeah, the tool height control, header height control is giving me the ability to go this speed, which isn't realistic, and I won't be doing this for the rest of it, because the rest of it's going to be done by a worker while I'm transferring over to the bunker silo. But this is filling up way quicker than I thought it would. That's actually quite terrifying. Wow, okay. Well, that's really surprised me. Isn't it weird? After what, I could have sworn I tried all different headers and couldn't get that to work, and within a day of me mentioning it, right, let's get a worker going. I'm going to go and get the lorry. Yeah, within a day of me mentioning it, I then put on a header that does exactly what I couldn't work out. Now, what I'm going to need to do is get over to the other field, or I might just do that field first. Probably I want to be closer to this bunker silo first. That was probably wasn't the best idea doing what I did. And then I'll do my usual kind of X thing where I just cross over. So what I often do, it's a little bit harder with the dolly, but it is doable. Where's all the traffic? Bit odd. Do that. No, what are you doing? Right. So that. And then we back up a little bit, like so. I disconnect that. Now, as far as it goes with regard to putting into the bunker silo, you're going to see now I'm going to do it slightly different to how I normally do. What I'm going to do first though, let's get into the other field. Let's just whiz across this quickly. Well, that's bonkers. I haven't actually experienced this header thing yet. So I'm assuming then the headers I've got on my harvesters, I picked the wrong ones. I picked the standard ones and not the ones that work with the header control thing, header height control. A muppet. Right, hire a worker. Right, he cracks on. Yeah, so what I normally do when I fill up a bunker silo, well, not when I fill up a bunker silo, what I've been doing when I've been doing silage work is I will put it into a bunker silo and spread it as I put it in, because generally speaking I'm not often filling a bunker silo up, so I want to be able to get onto it to compact it fairly easily, often with a tractor or whatever I'm using. If I know I'm going to fill a bunker silo, I fill it completely differently. I will fill it from the back, I will fill it up to the top, and I will gradually work my way forward. That's generally how I will do it if I know I'm going to fill a bunker silo. And let's be honest, we are going to fill a bunker silo. There is no two ways about that. We are going to fill both of these bunker silos, and I've got a funny feeling I'm going to have to build at least one more. So that's not a bad thing. Now there are going to be some big jumps, obviously, and what we'll see is how we get on worker-wise. If we, oh, that car got towed, the white car. Yeah, it was there for about 3 days. In the end, it got towed. Yeah, if it turns out that I'm keeping up with the worker really easily, which it will depend on the distance I'm travelling, and that's why I want to do the fields closest first. I might actually move that. Then I'll just stick with one harvester, and it's going to take me quite a while. If I'm keeping up, if I'm not keeping up with it, if I am keeping up with it, then I'll get another harvester. And if I do get another one, I'm going to buy or lease another one of these trailers as well. So, like I say, what I would normally do is go to the back of the silo, then drive forward and unload, sort of spreading it. But when I'm going to fill it up, no, I'm just going to unload it, and I'm going to fill it right up. Hopefully up as high as it will go, and then once it's full to the top, I'll then work my way across to this way towards me, and then I'll work my way down the silo. So I will fill it right the way up. That way when I come to compact, whatever I'm going to compact with, I just drive up onto the top and wallop, just compact the whole thing. I've got the wheel loader there just in case we get any spillage out the front, and I can tidy that up if I need to. 70,000 litres doesn't seem to go very far, does it? And this is going to be the telling bit here, is if we get back to it and he's already up to 70,000 litres, then we're going to keep up with this just about right. If he's not full, then potentially we could get away with another one. I'm trying to work out the best thing to do here. Nope, he stopped. So you know what? I think one harvester is going to be the best we're going to get. This is really going to take some time, isn't it? Right, that. Back up. Boom, boom, boom. And so it goes. This is honestly, I can't get my head around this, how this is going to be. I'm going to see you much later. As we're filling the silo, well, I'll come back every now and again and we'll see where we're at. I'm curious to see, because we're on field 3 at the moment, just how much. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Right, I'll start going up and down the field in a minute. See you later. I reckon it's time for an update. It's nearly 10 past 12. The enormity of this task is hitting me. I knew it was going to be a big job. Of course I did. What have I done so far? Well, the top part of field 3, I think I did 2 strips on field 6, and I might have caught a strip or 2 strips across 1 and 2. I've still got the bottom section of field 3 to do, but I have just done field 35. So all we've got left is 29, 1, 2, 6, 7, 17, 9 and 14. That's all. I mean, it's not much, is it? And this is where we're up to. We've got 2.8 million litres in the bunker silo at the cow farm. I reckon this is going to hold 3 million. We're not far off the front, so I reckon 3 million. No problem. Bulldozers on top, and I thought it was going to be a lot harder to get up here actually, but reversing it up, because of the way the tracks are and there's nothing really getting in the way, it kind of backed up on no problem at all. So for me, this is the 18% has been where I've been backing up with the lorry and stuff. I want to see now, because loads of people said to me, oh yeah, if you're going to compact a silo, use the dozer, it's an absolute beast. So oh actually I need it on, don't I? Let's clamber in. And let's do some compacting. I mean, it's a heavy old unit, so I imagine it would be. Oh, I don't know, is it any quicker than other things? I don't know really. It's a lot in here, so I think my old method of using a telehandler or a wheel loader and just going round and round and round and round in circles. I know people, when I did it on West Coast, wasn't it? I did have people commenting saying it made them feel really sick. Because not only did I do that, I also sped it up, did a bit of a time lapse on it, so I can understand why people were feeling a little bit under the weather. The blade on the front of this is a leveller, not the, I think is it one a plough? Sure it is, but this is a levelling one. I haven't had to use it at the moment. There are a few divots in this, so what I need to do to get this perfectly level is probably the wheel loader, scoop some up from the front, bring up on the top and fill up these little divots, just so it's fully flat on the top and we've got the maximum amount in that we can. So yeah, this is the update. I've got a long way to go. I'm definitely going to need to build another silo. I'm probably going to buy a double, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to carry on compacting this, and then I'm going to crack on getting some more done. I'm going to fill this silo up. We'll get this blanketed. What I will do is when I move on to field 29, which I might do once this is full, field 29, I'm going to put all of that stuff in the silo at the biogas plant, because it's closer to the biogas plant to go that way. And this will be full in a minute anyway, so it's not really much point going back to this one. I might put the new bunker silos either on the grass field by the biogas plant where my sheep and chicken pens are. That kind of makes more sense. I was thinking of put it on field 8 next to the farm itself, but I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of relaxing doing it with this, I'll be honest. And it isn't taking that long. I know with sometimes other vehicles and other maps and stuff I've been backwards and forwards and it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. So, and this is the first time of me using this. I love the animation on it, the track movement and everything. It's a brilliant mod. I know people, love it or hate it. One is it's a Marmite mod. It's farming simulator. We shouldn't have a bulldozer, but it doesn't matter. It's update time. It's 2:48, so we've been going a little over 6 hours, real time. The forage harvester is showing about 5.3 engine hours, like working hours, not engine hours, operating hours. So we're out a little bit between operating hours and time we've been running. There's been a little bit of downtime here and there because of various different things that I've had to do. But we are up at the biogas plant now, just over 1 million litres in at the biogas plant. When compacted and covered, the silo at the dairy farm has now got 3,145,000-ish litres. There was a little bit of spillage out the front. That's what it ended up saying it had in it. So we're going to be around 3,145,000, roughly. And another million here, and we're still going. Now, what I decided to do field-wise, let's go back to growth. What I decided to do was to fill up the bunker silo here at the biogas plant. I've started doing 9 and 17 because I thought it would make more sense. Now I've got 1 million litres so far off of that bit, so yeah, easily 2 million. Now I am going to build another bunker silo, probably a double, and I'm going to put it here at field 8. I'm going to put it there because I've got all the rest of field 1 and 2 and a little bit of 3 to do. I've got all of 29 to do. I've got 7 and 6 to do. So whatever comes off of this really here will go into that until that's full. If that's full before I finish that, we'll have the new bunker silo built. We'll carry on from there, then we'll go to here, and then the last field we end up doing will be field 14. Whether we end up needing another bunker silo at that point, I really don't know. Potentially it's all a little bit crazy. But fantastic. I think I've already surpassed, because we're up to now 4 million. Oh no, maybe not. I think Lawfolds was 2 big bunker silos, and I'm pretty sure I did more than that. We are going to surpass my biggest ever silage harvest, easily. By how much? Who knows? And that, honestly, for me, that's kind of the exciting bit of this. You know, yes, there is a bit of monotony to it, but I am repurposing the fields. So I've got one of my magnums fertilising. I've got the other magnum. The top part of field 3 we've already done has been fertilised once, and it's now being ploughed because I've done corn, so it needs ploughing. And that's what we're doing. Obviously the harvester had stopped because I stopped for a chat to explain what was going on. We've got into quite a good routine of switching over, and it's all going rather well. Like I say, 6 hours in, I can see this taking 12, 15 hours. Easily 12 or 15 hours. Tell you what would be a good idea, if I actually hooked up rather than disconnected, that would be even better, because I'm thinking about what I need to be doing and not actually focusing on what I'm doing at the moment. Well, there we go, that's your update. I'll see you again in a few more hours. We'll either be, I would imagine next time I see you will be bunker full at the biogas plant. And away we go. It's just gone 5:15. We've got rain on the way, as you've just seen. The biogas plant bunker silo is full. The bulldozer is, I say bulldozer, it is a bulldozer, isn't it? The dozer is up on top, and I've begun compacting. That's got 2,510,000 litres ish in it. We have had built a double bunker silo here at the farm. It is a drive-through, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fill from one end. So to start off with, I'm going to drive to here. I'm going to fill, and then when it reaches that kind of peak, I'll start moving forward. We'll fill up the first one, we'll fill up the second one, and same thing, we'll keep plodding away. The engine hours on the forage harvester are now sitting at 7.4. So, yeah, it's all gone a bit mad. How far through are we? Well, field 17.9 is almost complete, and I'll turn my attention to 6 and 7. Then I've still got the rest of that, all of that, and field 14 at the top. So I reckon we're going to fill both of those and some still. So yeah, 7.4 engine hours on the forage harvester, but we have been going now for 9 hours. Yeah, about 9. There's been a couple of breaks in between, obviously, where I've been compacting a silo and I stopped the harvester for a bit. Actually, the harvester is full again. So there's been a bit of downtime on the harvester, and obviously there's all those little times, odd little bits that build up where I've gone out to get to it and it's stopped, but it's been stopped for a couple of minutes. Over a period of time, that's going to build up over a period of 7 hours. You know, those few minutes here and there do soon add up. But we are continuing. I'm going to continue on into the dark. I've never actually tried to silage harvest in the rain. We are ploughing down that side, although it looks like the tractor's reversing. Not quite sure why. But yeah, onwards. Time for another update, I guess. As you can tell, it's pouring down. It's 10 past 10. We are nearly 14 hours in, just under 14 hours in. The forage harvester has now got just over 12 hours on it. That's got 2.8 million litres in, compacted and covered. This is the third bunker silo, and I'm now going to move on to start filling the fourth bunker silo. How far through are we on the actual fields? Well, we are here. So currently that's been harvested and we are ploughing it as we go. I will catch up with that in a minute. We've got this little bit here of 1, 2 and the bottom part of 3 just there. We've got all the 29 and we've got 14 left to do. We are easily going to fill the second one. I reckon 2.8 million litres will do with the rest of that and part of 29. I think we're going to need to build another bunker silo. So potentially we'll do a single one, maybe over to the side here. I don't know, haven't quite decided. But there's your update. I'm still going. I am not going to give up. I did think, oh, I'll fill this one and then just the rest I'll just harvest normally. No, I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. See you in a week. Right, I've got work to do. It's only 10 past 12. I'm sorry for the kind of bitty nature of, you know, the way this is going, but it's a lot to get done, and obviously there's only so much of watching the forage harvester go up and down. As you probably can already tell from the bits I've done so far, we stuck with one forage harvester. There was no point in getting a second one. We're keeping up with one. Two, we wouldn't have been able to keep up with, and yeah, it just wouldn't have worked. I could, again, right at the start I said about having other people on. This was the best way I could do this because of the nature of when I record and how I record and that kind of thing. But this is where we're at. The fourth silo, so the second of these, but our fourth silo is now full. That one had 2.8 million litres. This has got 2.7 million litres in because I had this strange anomaly occur. It wouldn't fill up. I could not get this bit to fill at all. So I'm assuming that's 100,000 litres for some reason. Very peculiar. As you can see next to us, we've got another silo, which I've had built and put in while I've been doing this. As I just said, it is now 10 past 12, which means I have been going... Now, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. It got to... What time was it last night? 10:38? So about 10:38 PM. It was so dark, it was pouring with rain, I couldn't see what I was doing, and it was getting really frustrating. So I then skipped through to the morning, sorted the animals out. That's why there's a bit of a gap between my operating hours on my forage harvester and the time that's elapsed, because I had to sort the animals out and do a bit of cleaning up and that kind of thing. So we are now currently 14 hours in. Not 14 hours, 18 hours in. Oh, good grief, 18 hours, not 14. We were 14 hours before. 18 hours in, and the forage harvester has got 15 hours on it. You can just see it over there. 15 hours on that, and we're 18 hours in. As far as how far we've got, well, all of this is now done. Let's go across back to growth again. That's all cleared, and it has been ploughed. As you've just seen in the clip, probably just before, depends how it is together. I am ploughing as I go, so that's been ploughed. So we've done all this, we've done part of this, so part of field 29 is done, but we've got over half of it, over half of field 29 to go, and field 14. So I think we're easily going to fill a third bunker of potentially 2.8 million litres, 2.7, provided I don't have another problem. We're going to fill that, I reckon, no problem at all. 4 hours later than last time I spoke to you, am I regretting doing this? What do you think? I'm just thinking all the things I could have been doing, but I'm you know, yeah. Like I say, the relative monotony of it. I'm waiting till I get to the end to do some figures and work out the total amount of silage we've created. Divide that by the 70,000 litre loads to work out how many runs, how many loads we've done. All that kind of thing, and then work out a potential profit based upon the silage price and how much we've got, what we've got in storage, what that will equate to if we sold it all. Please don't think for 1 minute I'm going to spend however long then selling all of this. I can't imagine how long that would take, unless I had a biogas plant per bunker, but even that would still take absolutely ages. So anyway, yeah, I'm likely going to see you in another 4 hours maybe. This one will be full, potentially. That will put us at 22 hours. Anyway, yeah, see you later on. I need to unload this now. It's time for the final tally. It's 5:43 on the second day of doing this. Time for some facts and figures. Bunker silo number 5 is full with 2.7 million litres. I don't quite know how I got 2.8 in the first one. Maybe I just overextended a little bit on the outside. But anyway, 2.7 million litres. What I'm going to do is jump in this and take this over to bunker silo number 6 because I placed another one. I had to, although now looking at it I could have got away with a slightly smaller one, but I wasn't too sure at the time. So, fact, I do not want to do another corn silage harvest for quite some time. I don't mind doing silage bales and stuff on 6 ashes, but I don't want to do loose silage for quite a while. Now, we are allowing for the fact I slept through, as I said, from about 10:38 through to 8 AM, or just before 8 AM because I did some work with the animals. Working time on this silage harvest and peripheral jobs around the farm has been 23.5 hours. Operating hours on the forage harvester are sitting at just under 19. So that forage harvester has been running for 19 hours. Well, not running, but actually harvesting for 19 hours. I'll just double check that to make sure that's correct. And it has been absolutely phenomenal. 18.9 bottom right. So just under 19 operating hours. This bunker silo here has got 814,000 litres in it, I think it is. Yeah, just under 814,000 litres. So, total harvested. Let's have a look at the map. We started off here on field 3. I then went over and did all of that. We did this and this. We did all the rest of that. Did all of field 29. And I did do all of field 24. That currently is being ploughed. So we cleared it. All of it. Total silage or chaff in silos turning into silage. I can't get my head around this. 14,669,000 litres. 14,669,000 ish. Give or take a little bit here and there, because figures were up and down a little bit. I kind of rounded a couple of times. That equated to 210 70,000 litre loads. 210 trips backwards and forwards to the silos I did to unload that. Now, based on the BGA price here on Stone Valley of $450 per 1,000, selling it all through the biogas plant, which will take some time, will make me 6,601,050, if my maths is correct. I'm pretty sure it is. So we are now sitting on a potential gold mine. That needs to be compacted, which I'm going to do, then it'll be covered. And just think of that, if no, I'm not even going down that route. If I was to sell it all through the biogas plant, if I was to, just think of the digestate. I'd need to build more silos just to hold the digestate, wouldn't I? So there we go. By far, my biggest silage harvest ever on any of the incarnations of Farming Sim I've played on. All done by my own fair hand. Like I say, I don't want to do any more for quite some time. So what I'm going to do is go up onto the silo, start this up, and start compacting. The other thing is there will be another episode on this, because there'll be the kind of wrap up, the final kind of where we're at, because I've got an absolute load of wool, I've got a load of eggs, we've got loads of produce from the animals, and we want to do a kind of where am I at, where did we get to, where did we end up, from the humble beginnings with one tractor and buying a fertiliser spreader to where we are now. I think we started with 99,000 to have 1.9 million in the bank. And don't get me wrong, doing this process has cost me an absolute fortune in leasing fees, repair costs. I bought 4 silos, or 3 silos, a double and 2 singles, so 180 grand on silos. It's cost me a fair bit, but the potential knock on then is if I can make, what's it, 6.6 million selling it all, I was going to say it was worth every minute, maybe not. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know people wanted to see me do it. All the fields have been ploughed, they're all repurposed, they've all had one fertilising state, but I am exhausted now. So I'll see you on the next one, whether it's on 6 Ashes or whether it's the final episode on here, and it will be, the next one will be the final episode on here. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. Just give us a like for doing this amount of work. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.